And the final race of the round of 12 is underway.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Race Recap. Let's get right to the 32nd race of the season, a cutoff race for the playoffs, cutting the field from 12 down to 8. That brought us to Charlotte for a road course race. Let's get right into this thing. The front row to start today's race was Joey Logano and William Byron. Joey Logano getting a great jump on the start of the race as we saw some intense three-wide racing going on behind him. With some crazy racing going on early in stage one with cars missing corners, cutting corners, and absolutely spinning out. It was just absolutely intense, allowing Joey Logano to pick his way off to an easy lead, leading William Byron by about a second. The lead staying somewhat consistent between the top two, that is until we had the start of green flag pit stops, happening with about 4 laps left to go in stage one, as everybody tried to pit before the end of the stage to try and gain track position for the start of stage two. With Joey Logano and William Byron staying on the racetrack battling for that stage one victory, Joey Logano continuing his dominance in stage one, holding off William Byron to pick up that stage one victory as he led all the laps looking like he had a very fast race car. With William Byron and Joey Logano coming down pit road under the stage end caution break, we saw AJ Allmendinger and Tyler Reddick lead the field to green to start stage two. With the two of them battling door-to-door for the race lead early in stage two, it was just absolutely intense on these restarts with everybody trying to make up track position early in the stage as they knew that this was the best way possible, trying to make up their positions on the restart. With AJ Allmendinger eventually making the pass for the race lead over Tyler Reddick, making the pass look somewhat easy. AJ Allmendinger controlling most of the second stage, looking like he was on a Sunday drive, as we got ready for the start of green flag pit stops in stage two. With pit stops starting with 3 laps left to go on the stage, as it was basically a carbon copy of stage one, with cars trying to gain track position by pitting early for a good starting spot at the start of the third and final stage. The one car of Ross Chastain deciding to stay out, allowing him to pick up the stage 2 victory rather easily. With the first 2 stages behind us, we strapped ourselves in for a wild third and final stage. The final stage kicking off with AJ Allmendinger and Tyler Reddick leading the field to green once again. This time, Tyler Reddick making the pass for the race lead over AJ Allmendinger on the restart after a hard-fought few laps. AJ Allmendinger not letting Tyler Reddick get away early in stage 3 as he was still hot on his bumper for that race lead. With the start of final green flag pit stops approaching with 39 laps left to go in the race. Chase Elliott in the 9 car cycling to the race lead after his pit crew made an incredibly fast stop, taking the lead away from AJ Allmendinger. Chase taking advantage of that fast pit stop by his crew, expanding his lead over AJ Allmendinger by about 4 seconds. The gap staying somewhat consistent with 10 laps left to go, as it looked like Chase Elliott was going to cruise his way to an easy victory. Of course, wouldn't you know, we had to have a caution come out with 5 laps left to go for debris, and that meant the gloves were off as we were going to gear ourselves up for a wild finish. With a ton of contact on the restart, multiple spins, and just absolute chaos, it was hard to keep track of everything that was going on. The racing so intense, in fact, that one of the turnstiles came off the racetrack, bringing out yet another caution as we lined them all up for one last final shootout. Through the chaos of the last caution, we saw Kevin Harvick and Christopher Bell make their way to first and second. Christopher Bell needing a race win to advance himself into the next round of the playoffs. As we saw the two of them line up for the final restart, we saw Christopher Bell make a great pass over Kevin Harvick to take the race lead. With everybody spinning out behind him, somehow Christopher Bell was able to hold on to get the race win, advancing himself into the playoffs with a win-and-you're-in scenario. Unfortunately for other playoff drivers like Kyle Larson, that meant he got knocked out of the playoffs. With this type of playoff racing, you never know what to expect. It certainly provided for an intense few laps at the end of this thing. Let me know what you thought about the Charlotte road course race. Always like, comment, and subscribe. And Matthew and I will see you Tuesday for a Monday Night Raw recap. Until then, peace out.
Come on and